Aries, it's your birthday, it's your season, you've got it going on, everything is happening for you. That's why I'm wearing the horns, because you're wearing the horns. Everybody's wearing the horns, but especially you. I know, this is big. 2025 is big for you, especially from April onwards. The astrological new year has started and it's all kicking off in your court. Leave me a comment and let me know. I'm going to take two cards. Ooh, of course. Let me know where you're at, okay? Because the Aries that I know are at a crossroads, but it's a pretty exciting crossroads. I like it. Oh, hang on. Let me just shade out that sun. Big, bold moves. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune. And then look at this. The Eight of Cups. This is happening. This is happening. These two together are a very nice combination. The Aries that I know are coming to these crossroads, but also in order to be at a crossroads, you're kind of leaving something else down the line. And this is not new. This is not, it may feel new. It may feel like this has only just happened. It's been coming for a year. Because I can't remember the exact dates, but Mercury went retrograde in Aries last year around this time. And of course, Mercury retrograde in Aries again. I know. And you've got an eclipse in your sign on the 29th of March. Solar eclipse, new moon, woof. It just feels like a whole, think of that as 365. Think of that as 365 days or a year. A whole swing. It's a move, baby. It's a paradigm. It's a shift. You will not calm down. And I've literally, and I had this in another reading and I can't remember what it was, but I Won't Back Down, that song is in my head. So traditionally, you know, you're a ram and you may have to use the horns because, and this won't be for all of you, but just for some of you, there is a feeling of relentlessness and you can't put up with what you've been putting up with. Aries traditionally has a fairly short tolerance for doing things that bore them or doing things that don't feel right, doing things that don't have a spark or electricity or whoof. The sun. This is you, okay, wearing appropriate eyewear because you're staring directly at the sun, which I don't think we're supposed to do. But nevertheless, it's fire, it's energy, it's sunshine, it's radiance. I like it a lot, a lot, a lot. But these are bold moves. You were built for bold moves. You can skedaddle along for a little while. I've seen, my boy is in Aries, I've seen him do that when he needs to, but only for a limited amount of time, and he does suffer for it. You know, you do suffer for it as an Aries. You need to be moving. Look at these three cards together. It's like, whoof. Look at the back of those cards as well. Gorgeous. Cosmic. You need to be moving on. You need to be moving on. And the other thing is, and I'm going to write that down, the other thing is, if you don't, and you fancy, you know, sticking with it, keeping your feet in the mud or whatever, you will find things extra difficult that way round. Whether it's fair, whether it's what you want, whether the timing is right or whether it isn't, it's time. And the time is now. Yeah, I'm going to write that down. The time is now. Get going. You will slip into it. This is what Aries does best. This is what you were built for. You already kind of know that. Just saying. It's like a rude awakening. It's like you don't have time to plan your perfect exit. Those are the times that jog us forward in life quicker than anything else. Oh, I love this card so much. The Hierophant. Being beamed up by a spaceship, or a UFO, I suppose we'd call that, wouldn't we? Hierophant is knowledge. It's higher knowledge. Aries, you have been aware for, I don't know, maybe a year, maybe even longer, 3 years. You've been aware that there's a calling. You know, when you have a calling, you can feel it. You don't know where it's coming from. And I'm getting what I often get when something is in the offing. I'm getting the feeling there is a bell tower over there, like in the sort of cosmic distance, and a bell is just very softly ringing. And you are being called to do something, to try something, to make a move, to switch things up, to cut ties or gracefully extract yourself from things that were not deserving of you. Oof. Hermit. This is not a card Aries normally wants to see or is associated with you. This is about spending some time, and it doesn't need to be long, in repose. So in other words, the long dark night of the soul. Calling to yourself and saying, what is happening here? It's the big ticket item questions. Why am I here? What am I doing here? What is going on in my surroundings? What is going on in my relationships? What is going on in my life? Looking at the lamp, as the Hermit does, at your own wisdom reflected back at you, but also with the Hierophant, you will be finding that things are being thrown at you. Knowledge, ideas, even opportunities, and you may not yet have recognized them. I feel like opportunities are coming your way, but they're like hidden under a cloak. There's a lot of cloakage. Look. There's a lot of cloakage. It's good, but it isn't easy. But nothing good is usually very easy. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Aries. Okay. I want to take a couple more cards just to see. I want a couple of signs, please, of where we're going, of the horizon, okay? There will be an extended reading, as there is every month. In the extended reading, I look at relationships and I look at the love reading that we're going to do in a minute. If you want the extended reading, it's the first link in the description box underneath the video. Nice. The tighty whitey chinos. This is a very, very Aries card. 2 of Wands. Standing on the edge, looking over the precipice and thinking to yourself, I could have done this, but I could do that. This is where something's going to come to you and it's going to have 2 choices. So it's not crossroads, because a crossroads you get to go 4 ways. This is more like a fork in the road, like that, okay? Both choices are good, actually, but spend some time on it, because there will be an element of sacrifice involved, as there is in any important move that you make. 6 of Cups, old ties, cosmic ties, things from the past coming up again. So this may be something you've thought about before, you've tried to do before, or from someone you knew before, okay? So this could be that you went for a certain position or job or something like that, and maybe you didn't get it, but you were the second one. 18 months have passed by, and they're like, oh, by the way, but maybe you like where you're now at. So you have to make a decision, adventure or being comfortable. Both will work, but it's just you deciding on what's best for you. Oh, hello. Oh, I love this. How cute is that? Page of Pentacles. Don't rush it. There's no need to rush it. Even though you won't calm down, there's no need to rush it. The universe is kind of on your side with this one. I'm just going to show you the cards as well. Can you see how much kind of exploration, but also navel gazing? And it's good navel gazing, okay? This is about you not thinking about, you know, the money or thinking about the comfort or thinking about anything short term. But this is you checking in with your actual soul. You know, what does my soul need to continue to be excited, to continue to be lit, to continue to be inspired and creative and up for it? And the true Aries that I am, this Eight of Cups is always walking away from something. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be where you live, it could be a lifestyle. You will know. Okay, you will know. Let's have a look at the big R then. Let's have a look at relationships. Oh yes, oh yes. The Emperor in a tight pink suit. So this is your card. I like that you get your own card. Now, this is a rare situation. We don't always feel like this. Actually, Aries quite often does. But this is a situation where, regardless of relationships, whether it be friendships, family relationships, or romantic relationships, you are enough. And you're happy enough with yourself, with your seat, with where you are and what you're doing. This is a very, very privileged position, and one that you might have been kind of earning over the last year or so. You are powerful enough on your own if that's what you want. You are a complete individual. You've been building this for a while. So if you're in a relationship, you're still building your individual side of that, okay? If you're just beginning to meet someone, if you're about to meet somebody, you're in such a good position because you're you. And you don't need to be anything else. And you don't require anything else. And you're almost laying down the gauntlet to anybody in a relationship with you. I'm the shit, so take a whiff. It's like, I like that. It's a gift. Knight of Pentacles coming in. Okay. Relationships are gentle and slow and building. There's no urgency here. There's no urgency on your part to find someone. There's no urgency to, in inverted commas, make it work. There's no urgency at all. You're happy where you are. You're happy on the throne. You're happy with your desires. You're happy with your ability to meet those desires, alone or with someone else. And my God, that is what we all strive for, is to be a whole person. Any relationships will be gradually built, which is good, whether it's friendships, connections, either way. Gradually built and solid. So you won't, there's no flim-flam here. Just proceeding with what is right and what is solid. we get the Five of Wands. This is interesting. Five of Wands always has people fighting, but they're kind of play fighting. So think of it as WWF, you know, it's more modelling fighting than actual real fighting. So when you get the Five of Wands, there is this kind of miscommunication, difficulty in communication. Some people don't understand you at the moment, and when you make your big switch, those are the people you might leave behind. You're walking off into the sunset almost, or the sunrise really, and if people are on the same page, they can come with you, and if they're not, you will leave them behind. Yes, Nine of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo, always showing a woman in a garden and she's happy with her lot. She's talking to the birds, she's grown a load of lovely roses. You know, this is a real kind of, it's just such a sweet spot of where to be. This is the kind of attitude, and it's the kind of situation where people will chase you down. You won't even be getting off the chair for anybody. Not in an arrogant, you know, not in an arrogant way, but just because you don't need to. You don't need to. Nine of Swords, anxiety. Okay. About what? Let's find out. Okay, cool. Anxiety about what is real. Ace of Pentacles. You don't care. You don't care how good it looks. You don't care how bad it looks. You've had enough, because there have been some long dark nights of the soul, okay? You don't need to be convinced, and you're not looking for conviction. You're looking for the Ace of Pentacles. You're looking for what works. You're looking for what is loyal. You're looking for what sticks around. And you're happy to move with that. Anything else can just drop off. Other people are going to pick up on this scent. And it's quite an intoxicating scent to have. You can't manufacture it, and you can't fake it. Think of the last year, okay? You've had anxieties, maybe about a particular person or relationship, maybe about not having a relationship, maybe about having a relationship, whatever. And there's been some sleepless nights, as there are for all of us from time to time, but you are now in a very powerful position. We've got the World. You're moving to a cycle where things of value can make themselves known to you, and anything else can take a long walk off a short pier. It's effortless now, but it came from somewhere. You seem effortlessly confident to people, but the effort was over the last year. And I think that's really important to know. Let's take a couple of love cards. Ooh, secrets. That's interesting. Dreams. And togetherness. Woof. The secrets, I think, actually are more likely to be yours than somebody else's. You're not in the mood for blabbing the farm. You're not in the mood for telling. You're in the mood for being. Okay? Dreams. This is about if you are stuck on something. Instead of asking, instead of getting out there, instead of having anxiety, things will come to you. Wheel of Fortune, they'll just drop in your dreams. So just be aware when you wake up to make a note of it on your phone, on a dictaphone thing, any way you can. Scribble it on a notepad. I tend to find within 10 minutes of waking, I've forgotten. So get it down early. And together, finding joy in the simple pleasures of being together. Woof. Okay. In the extending reading, I'm going to whip out a few more decks, interestingly. I'm going to look at the Eight of Cups, what you might need to walk away from. I'm going to look at the Wheel of Fortune, what might be coming in for you. Okay? I'm going to look at relationships as well from the other side, if there's any kind of anything you need to know that the universe wants you to know about particular relationships, important relationships, or future relationships. Woof. The link is in the description box below the video. Happy birthday to you, Aries. This really is the dawning of a new era for you, and I'm really pleased. It hasn't come easily, even if it looks like it did. See you on the other side. Namaste.